sweetie pies, it's your girl Sanchari and I have come up with yet another makeup look, and this look I have specially dedicated to all the females in our life who goes to office, because in the morning they are the ones who are always in a rush because they have to get ready themselves, make others ready like their kids, their husbands, make lunch boxes and then send them to office or school and college, and then it's their turn to get ready. So if you want to look presentable and also want to know how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. And if you like this video, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care. Mwah. Hi guys, so today I'll be doing a voiceover. My face is already moisturized and now I'm using my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base Primer Plus Moisturizer. This gives a nice nourishment to the skin. Now it's time for my brows, and I'll be using the Balm Cosmetics Ferocious Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. Taking the spoolie end, I'm brushing the brow hairs, and then I am giving my brows a good shape and then filling it up. The brow part takes the most time, so if you want you can also apply a brow gel, brush your brow hairs, and you are good to go. You don't need to shape your brows on a daily basis, but if you know your brows very well, then obviously you can do that also. But applying a brow gel, that also a tinted one, I would not suggest for a transparent one. A tinted one is always good. So now I'm working on my other brows. Now it's time to conceal my face before the foundation, because the foundation I'll be using a very light coverage foundation. So I'm concealing the dark circles, pigmentation, darkness around my mouth and little bit on my forehead. Buffing out the foundation with my e.l.f. concealer buffing brush, and wherever I had placed the concealer, I'm buffing it out very nicely. This also helps. Concealing your face prior to your foundation also helps that you use less product, and also it won't make your face look cakey at the end of the day. So now I'm using my Benefit Halo Happy foundation in the shade 7. The shade 7 is little lighter for my skin tone. I think the 8 would have been perfect, but I'm making it work. Dotting the foundation onto my face and spreading it out with my finger, and then I'll be using my Morphe Beauty sponge. Yes, I'll be buffing out the foundation and pressing it nicely onto my skin. This foundation, as I mentioned, is very lightweight and very hydrating. It is not a matte foundation, it is a hydrating one. So you can definitely use this on a daily basis, and if you don't want foundation to be used on a daily basis, you can always go for a BB or a CC cream matching according to your skin shades. Now I'm bringing the foundation down to my neck so that it matches with my face. And this is how even it looks. Still it looks lighter, but we have to make it work. Please let me know in the comment section if the foundation shade is correct, or do I have to go for a one shade darker. Please guys, please let me know in the comment section. Now I'm using the Flower Beauty concealer in the shade medium, and I will top it up with again Flower Beauty in the shade medium deep, because this is a daytime look, office look, so I don't want my face to be too much highlighted, so I'm toning it down with a medium deep shade. And I have placed the concealer on my usual parts like my foreheads, bridge of the nose, under eyes, cupid's bow, and my chin area. And with the same sponge, I'm buffing out the concealer as well. When you buff the concealer below your under eyes, look up so that the concealer doesn't settle in your crease. Sorry, not crease, your fine lines. I do have fine lines, so that's why it's better to look up, and immediately I will set it out with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade medium. Wherever I have applied the concealer, I will use the powder, and also I'll use the same powder to powder my face. This this is a very lightweight, finely milled, loose setting powder, and it has a tint to it which gives little bit of coverage. Again, pressing it onto my skin very nicely, and then I'm using some more powder on the corner of my nose, because that's the place where I get oily. Now using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Deep, and bronzing my usual parts, my jawline, and you can see the difference once it is bronzed. The face looks little sculpted. If you don't want to go for bronzer, then you can directly go for blush. If you have time, you can use bronzer, blush both at the same time, or else you can go only for the blush. There is no compulsion. Defining my jawline as well. I think previously I had mentioned jawline, but it was my cheekbone. Yes. Now taking my sponge again, and I'm pressing the powder and the bronzer together so that it mixes well. Now using my Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush, and this is a very pretty blush, very peachy, very good for fall. And you can see my cheeks, it's already blushing. After every step, I take my makeup sponge and press the product onto my skin. Well, the eyeliner part comes after kajal, but I got confused and I showed you the eyeliner and then I made some weird face. Now I'm using my plum kajal and lining my waterline, lower waterline, as well as my top waterline. This, if you line your top waterline, what it does is it makes your lashes fuller. Now using my Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette, and I'm taking that transition shade, the camel color transition shade, and I am placing it on my crease area. Nothing much to do. If you want, you can even skip this part. Please dust off the excess product and then place it onto your eyes, because you have already done your face makeup and you don't want any kind of fallout and ruining your face. Now I'm taking my glossier liquid eyeshadow in the shade Lid Star, and I'm spreading it out with my finger. The color is very pretty, but this liquid shadow is little tricky because it doesn't dry out fast, but actually it does. And then it gave me a hard time when I was applying my liner. While I was applying my liner, the eyeliner was not spreading evenly, and it was grabbing the product. So you can see there is a nice shine to it, a nice sheen, but I didn't like the liquid eyeshadow. Now again taking that transition shade, and I am blending the two, the liquid eyeshadow and the transition. I'm blending out both the shades. Now finally it's time for liquid liner, and I'm using the Essence liquid liner in waterproof, and this is in the shade black. It is a jet black color. Now it was available previously on Nykaa.com, but since 6 months and over, it is out of stock. So let's see when they restock this. But this is a very good eyeliner, you guys, and this is under rupees 300. Essence products are really of good quality. So my eyeliner is done. Now I'm taking my ColourPop liquid matte lipstick in the shade Love Bug, and I'm spreading it with my finger because I don't want it too dark, as we are going to office, so we want to keep it minimal. Yes, and this is perfect. Yes. Now I am taking that champagne gold shade and I am highlighting my inner corner and my brow bone. I'm using my finger only because in the morning you don't have time to grab your brushes, particular brushes, and do your stuffs. So fingers are the best way to apply any product. Now it's time for the final finish, and I'm using the setting spray from Wet n Wild, and again taking my sponge and pressing it into my skin so that my face doesn't look cakey or powdery. Now taking that same transition shade that I had used on my crease, I'm taking on my lower lash line. And this completes the final look.